everyone, MetalTaxez here. Welcome to episode 64 of our Space Engineer Survival series. Since the last time you were here, we have been busy finishing the landing pads we placed. As you can see, they turned out pretty nicely. And well, you know what, there has been this little addition over here. I thought maybe when we placed them in the last episode, they were kinda too close together. So I thought maybe we can just place some distance and then maybe a parking spot for our rover, you know? If you think about this area like being a busy area, then maybe that would make some sense. And of course, take a look at this. This has also been added, you know, so we can actually kinda get up to the platform, you know, so we can interact with the ship. So that is also a little bit of an addition we made. We kind of worked on the spacing between the walls and the turrets and the landing pads and kind of tried to make everything, well, as even as possible. Let's say it like that, you know. We tried to space things out so it makes the most sense, you know. And well, as you can see, we have also finished this wall, you know, the pillars, and we added some color all the way until the end of this terrace. So what we can do today is we can actually continue working on the landing pads, and maybe, you know, I have an idea about what to do with this terrace. So first, let's go over here. Okay, now as you can see over here, we have 3 blocks over here, then we have the street 3 blocks, and then the 3 blocks over here. So with that in mind, I would like to space this area over here in the same way. So we would have 1, 2, 3, then we would get the, let me just take the color. Okay, let's say blue. So 1, 2, 3, so this would be the street, and then we have 1, 2, 3, and then let's take the white color. Then we would have, let's see now, the slope, like this, the next landing pad. That's right. So with this in mind, I believed that this is also, let's see, this is the middle. 1, 2, 3, you know, and then over here, if you just go forward, that's right, right in the middle. So this is actually very symmetrical, you know. That is what I was telling you about earlier, you know. We kind of space things out to make I guess the entire arrangement a little bit more beautiful. I'm not sure how to say it, you know. I like when things are very symmetrical, and I'm glad we kinda managed to do it over here. So let's just place, you know, let's get the white color. Let's place a couple of more blocks like this. Okay, not like this. Come on. Okay, then like this. Let's rotate this block. Okay, like this. So let's see across. So that would be up until here, I believe. Or no, one more block. So like this, then like this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 would be this one. Okay, this is good. Now on this side, let's see. Let's try to measure the distance. Let's see. I believe it was like, okay, that one, not that one. We need to remove this one. So I believe this is the correct distance. Now we can place more slopes like this. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, not like this. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. Now what we can do is take this. Okay, so we go 1, 2, and then over here we can place some more slopes. Let's see now, 5. No, this one. Okay, let's rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right. Now let's take another block. It'll be 1, 2, and then over here some more slopes. And let's just get over here. Let's rotate like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if we placed everything correctly, this should line up. 1, 2, and then this one. Okay. So this would be our new landing pad. Okay, so what we can do now is we can take the blue color, we can take this, then we can go over here and kinda, you know, let's color this. Let's make this street over here. Then what we can do is let's go over here and make it like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, Okay, this would be the street, that's right. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3 blocks, that's good. Now let's just kind of go down and connect this. Okay. Now, why have we done this? We have done this because I would like to make a larger landing pad right over here. You know, so we can accommodate some, I guess, freighter class ships, or I don't know. We don't actually have the ship classes yet. We don't have any ships, to be precise. We have the digger, we have the flattener or the miner, and well, we actually do not have any kind of fighting ship or a ship that will go up into space. You know, we need to start working on some ships. We need to design something, and I think that will be a nice idea for the next episodes, you know. But for now, let's try to finish these landing pads, and let's assume that this would be for a fighter ship or a small transport, or the transport that goes from the landing pad all the way into space. You know, we have so many options, so many actual classes of ships that we need to design. But let's assume that we will also have a big block ship, you know, something huge that will be used as a transport or a large defender, or I'm not sure, you know, we will have to design and see. But for now, let's try to anticipate how big of a landing pad we actually need for this. Okay, so let's first start with some slopes. Let's assume that, can this be the middle? I don't think so. I would like this diagonal to be symmetrical. So you know what, let's try placing some blocks like this, you know, and let's see where that would get us. Let's see, maybe this, then over here. Let's see now, should we make this closer? No. Let's go like this. So this would be 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, and yes, the same thing we did up there. We will mark the street, you know. This will give us some reference into the distance between the landing pads. So let's go over here. So now this would be the 1, 2, 3 blocks, and now this could be the position of the first slope of the large landing pad. So let's just take this, let's rotate it like this. Okay, so this could be the beginning of that large landing pad. But let's go over here. Let's assume that we want it to finish over here. Let's go, so check the distance. This one, this is the block, so let's go somewhere over here. Okay, like this. So let's assume that we have this over here, and then let's place, just a second, stair, that's right, stairs like this. Then let's make it a ramp. Let's rotate like this. So we can now assume that this is the entrance to that landing pad. So over here we have the 3 blocks, and I believe that is fine. Let's see now, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that checks out. So now we have the beginning of that landing pad. So what we need to do now is see how big of a diagonal we really want. Let's see if we go something like, okay, maybe 1 more block over here. So then we will go over here, 1, 2, 3, should we go 4? Now if we go 4, that is double the size of this one. So then I guess we would need to have, let's see, twice the amount of the distance over here. So if you had 7, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then we would have the diagonal. So how would this look? Okay, you know what? I think that we should shorten this by 1 block, so we can have an uneven number of blocks over here. And you know what, usually when we design stuff, it's easier we have the uneven number of blocks, because then we can determine where is the exact middle of the, for this instance, landing pad. So let's place this 13. So now we can go over here and start the diagonal. Okay, not like this. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be where the slopes go. Let's just take some slopes like this. So this is how it would be. So over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, this would be the slopes. Come on, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, and so on. Okay, one more over here. And now let's see how does that look. That looks actually not bad, you know. It's quite larger, and I don't think that we will have ships that are necessarily bigger than that. Or actually we will have ships that are bigger than that, but we will make separate kind of docks, you know. We will make something like that skyscraper over there, some kind of dock that is, you know, in the air. And these kind of landing pads would be for transports or cargo ships, you know, and they would generally be smaller than, I don't know, the planet defenders, or however we will call them. So let's go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one is the slope, like this. Come on. Okay, so over here I think we can leave something like this. So let's go 1, 2, 3. So let's go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or actually that's one too much. Let's go over here and let's place another slope. 1, 2, and 3. So now we have this kind of entrance. You know, I don't believe we need any more ramps over here, because this is already a large area, you know, to climb onto the platform. So what we can do over here is place some blocks like this. That's 1, 2. Okay, no, this is how I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have the slopes over here. That would be like this. 1, okay, not like this. Let's rotate it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so now what we can do is some more blocks. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have the slopes like here, like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is our new large landing pad. And over here we have the nice distance, 3 blocks over here, 3 blocks over here. Then let's get some blue color like this, and then let's do it, you know, let's extend this street like this. So what we can do now is, I was thinking of placing an entrance into this terrace, you know. So if we come landing our ships onto this landing pad, you know, we can just kind of drive off right into the Undercity. I'm not sure if we have a name for it, you know. If you remember, we started building buildings inside, and I think that this would be a good position also. Actually, you would come down from the space in the transport, and you would just kind of go into the rover and go straight inside of our city, I guess. That is also an idea, you know. We can place the majority of our buildings, you know, like the buildings where the people would live, on the inside, and over here on the outside we would have the utility buildings like docking ports, landing pads, shipyard, you know, something like that. So I guess that is also an interesting idea. So what we can do over here is maybe something of a dual entrance. Let me show you what I mean. If you go and do something like this, okay, not like this, let's color this. Okay, so what we can do now is we can actually place some parking spots over here. You know, that would be an interesting idea. So let's let me just grab this half slope, and then maybe, okay, should we go all the way from over here? So if we go like this, so this would be 1, 2, 3, and then this would go somewhere over here. Let me check this out. So this would be the connector over here. This is the space for the vehicle. Okay, so this would be the one. So one space, let's go over here for the second, like this, and then over here the third. And we can, you know what, we can actually extend this. Okay, I have some ideas, but let me just first finish this. So this is how many? This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we give it, let's see, you know, let me just try to copy the distance. If you just kind of leave, you know what, for now let's just leave 1 block distance, and then let's place some more parking slots so the things would be symmetrical. Let's see, like this, and then over here, and then sometimes it is a little bit easier to space things out once we have the complete picture of how it would look. So let's just go over here. We have the 2 spaces empty, and then something like this. That's right. Okay, so this would be another road. Let's go over here. Let's paint this all the way, and now let's see. Over here we are entering straight into this pillar, and over here we are not. Okay, so this is a little bit of a problem, because our usual entrances are 2 widths, to say, wide, because and that's why we would actually need to hit on the pillar with the middle of our street. Okay, so this is just a little bit problematic, but it's not something we cannot solve. You know what, the easiest thing we can do for now is come over here and move this road 1 block over here. So now this is solved, and then we can just get the white paint, come over here, and then let's turn around, let's clear this out. Okay, like this. Okay, just like this. And now what we can do is we can move all of this by 1 block up the front, you know. Let's remove this. Okay, slowly. Okay, so what we can do now is we can get the blue paint again. We can get the half slopes, but now with the 2 blocks distance. So that would be 1, 2, and then over here we go like this, then like this, and then this one would go over here and 2 blocks. Okay, that is good. Now let's just continue. Let's see, like this and like this. So this would go over here and then over here. Okay, so now we have, well, some kind of symmetry. And now what we can do is we can remove a part of this section and make the entrance. Okay, so let's do it. And we're done. As you can see, we have cleared both of the entrances, and now we can add those slopes. Let me just take the white color, and then let's add the slope over here. Let's go, 1 goes over here, and then we have the half slope go over here like this, and then another one would go over here. Then we need the other one. Let's see, slope, light armor slope, this one. We can place it over here. Let's rotate this like this, and then over here like this. Okay, this is done. Let's go on the other side. Then let's do the same thing like this. Then let's rotate this like this. Then we can place the half slope over here, then over here, and then finally a slope over here. So this is now finished, and what I thought, maybe we can do something like a tower, you know, a landing tower over here, and that would go something like maybe something like this, you know. If we just go from over here. Something like, let's see how much further. So that would be maybe like this, then like this over here with some doors, and then let's go over here, and then, you know, let's do it like this, and then maybe, you know, just go up. Okay, that we kind of missed that one. And above this terrace, you know, what if we kind of made something like, let's go more up. Okay, and let's see, now a couple of more blocks. And what if we now went something like slope over here? Okay, and it's getting dark on us again. So like this, then like this. If we go over here like this, then like this, and we can now extend this tower, you know, up front, and make it, you know, kinda above this whole area of our landing zone. Oh, take a look at this. Our landing zone are nicely lit up, and I believe that landing strip mod is actually very nice. You know, I really like the shine of those landing lights. So if we go over here and then, you know, make it a little bit more, no, maybe one more slope. Maybe one more slope, and then I'm not sure, you know, maybe a couple more blocks. Let's go over here, and then, you know what, how many did I go on this side? I went 2 blocks, so this is a bit too much. No, actually this will go easier. Okay, so let's go over here. So this is now 1 block, and this would be the 2 blocks. Let's place the 2 slopes, and let's add something more, and like this. And now I guess we can go something like this, you know, and this can be the ceiling, you know. And then what we can do is extend this all the way. Let's go all the way over here above this terrace and make it, okay, kind of too much. Now let's remove this and this and kind of lower it down. So this would actually be the 2 terrace building, you know. And over here we would also have the entrance into it, you know, some doors and a lot of glass, you know, a lot of windows, because this is like the launch tower, or I don't know, something like that. Basically this would be, you know, the general idea. If you go from over here, you know, we have the 2 entrances into the city, and then we have this huge tower that would kind of oversee the entire landing operations. And then this would all be like, you know, streets, the driveway for our next landing pads. And I thought maybe it would be a good idea to place 1 more large landing pad, and over here 2 more small ones, and maybe kinda end this terrace right there. So I guess that's a lot of work, that's a lot of blocks, and I'm going to do it. You know, I'm going to get busy, and by the next episode I hope that I will have something nice to show you. And then once we have all of the items placed on this first terrace, we can consider the ways we can nicely finalize the design of this terrace and move on to the city or the terraces up top. Or maybe, you know, what we talked about in this episode, maybe we really should kinda let the spaceport rest a little bit and design some ships. Maybe we really need the ships right now, so we can start establishing our presence, you know, our mobility in this part of the planet, and well, we can start thinking about expansion into space. So, as usual, if you have any ideas or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, and I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye bye guys!